Valmiki Ramayana, Ayodhya Kanda, Book number 2, Sarga 115, Roman numerals, CXV 115, NANDIGRÁM. Then when the pious chief had seen, lodged in her home, each widowed queen, still with his burning grief oppressed, his holy guides he thus addressed: I go to Nandigram, adieu, this day, my lords, to all of you. I go my load of grief to bear, reft of the son of Raghu there. The king, my sire, alas, is dead, and Rama, to the forest fled. There will I wait till he, restored, shall rule the realm, its rightful lord. They heard the high-souled princess' speech, and thus with ready answer each of those great lords their chief addressed, with Saint Vashishta and the rest. Good are the words which thou hast said, by brotherly affection led, like thine own self a faithful friend, true to thy brother to the end. A heart like thine must all approve, which not from virtue's path can move. Soon as the words he loved to hear fell upon Bharat's joyful ear, thus to the charioteer he spoke, my car with speed Sumantra yoke. Then Bharat with delighted mien obeisance paid to every queen, and with Shatrughna by his side, mounting the car, away he hied. With lords and priests in long array, the brothers hastened on their way, and the great pomp the Brahmans led, with Saint Vashishta at their head. Then every face was eastward bent, as on to Nandigram they went. Behind the army followed all, unsummoned by their leader's call. And steeds and elephants and men streamed forth with every citizen. As Bharat in his chariot rode, his heart with love fraternal glowed, and with the sandals on his head, to Nandigram he quickly sped. Within the town he swiftly pressed, alighted, and his guides addressed. To me in trust my brother's hand consigned the lordship of the land. When he these gold-wrought sandals gave, as emblems to protect and save. Then Bharat bowed, and from his head the sacred pledge deposited, and thus to all the people cried, who ringed him round on every side, haste, for these sandals quickly bring the canopy that shades the king. Pay ye to them all reverence meet, as to my elders' brothers' feet. For they will right and law maintain, until King Rama come again. My brother, with a loving mind, these sandals to my charge consigned. I, till he come, will guard with care the sacred trust for Raghu's hair. My watchful task will soon be done, the pledge restored to Raghu's son. Then shall I see his wanderings o'er, these sandals on his feet once more. My brother I shall meet at last, the burden from my shoulders cast. To Rama's hand the realm restore, and serve my elder as before. When Rama takes again this pair of sandals kept with pious care, and here his glorious reign begins, I shall be cleansed from all my sins. When the glad people's voices ring with welcome to the new made king, joy will be mine fourfold as great, as if supreme I ruled the state. Thus humbly spoke in sad lament the chief in fame preeminent. Thus by his reverend lords obeyed, at Nandigram the kingdom swayed. With hermit's dress and matted hair, he dwelt with all his army there. The sandals of his brother's feet installed upon the royal seat. He all his powers to them referred, affairs of state administered. In every care, in every task, when golden store was brought, he first, as though dare read to ask, those royal sandals sought. Absolutely beautiful. Footnotes. 224.1. Once, says the commentator Tirtha, in the battle between the gods and the demons, the gods were vanquished and the sun was overthrown by Rahu. At the request of the gods, Atri undertook the management of the sun for a week. 224.2. Now Nundagown in Ode. This is the problem. When this mispronunciation starts, it's Nandigram, Nandigown. When these stupid mispronunciations start, then we lose the track of the history. Here is the mention of Ode. This is a particular state in ancient India. Ode, Exodus, Ayodhya. Ode. That's the element Ode. Exodus, Ayodhya, the story of great exile. This is where our Hebrews stole all their stories from Ramayana. Moses, it's not Moses, it's Ra Moses. Amun-Ra, Egyptian god. And if you just switch, if you read it, Amun-Ra, if you read it, if you just add a Ra in the beginning, then of the word Amun Ra. Then you get Ramon, Rama. And Moses is famous for blowing the ram's horn. He represents the age of Aries. Just like Rama was born in the constellation of Aries, the god of war, Rama was a Kshatriya. Ramoses was a warlord. Both of them fought titans. Both of them defeated titans. Both of them crossed the Great Sea, rafted the Great Sea, or parted the Great Sea, the same thing. And so, and ad nauseum, everything is plagiarized, stolen from the Vedas, and no credit given. Sri Ramayana. Somebody might ask, who are the monkeys in Moses' story? Well, these are the Semites, the Simians, the Semites, Simians, the monkeys. Absolutely beautiful chapter. Bharat is pledging that the sandals of Rama are going to be worshipped. Just like in the beautiful Western movie called The Life of Brian by Monty Python, our Hebrews, they use the sandal as the sign of the Messiah. So where is the idea coming from? Well, it's coming right from here. The sandals are very important to the Hebrews. The shoes are very important to the Hebrews. So Bharat installed the worship of the sandals of God. Like that. Very beautiful. Absolutely beautiful descriptions. Touching, emotional, dramatic. That's Ramayana. When God walked this earth. Truly, when God walked this earth, He manifested His beautiful, beautiful form. Human form. Human form, the copyrights are all reserved by God, not by us. We didn't create the human form. God created. Rama created the human form. And he comes, descends with his eternal goddess of fortune, Queen Sita, and he exhibits the most beautiful pastimes. The greatest love story ever told. The eternal Ramayana. Eternal Rome. Jai Shri Ram. Hail Ram. Roma Victor. Victory to Ram. Ciao.